But first, no matter how big a celebrity may be, they can be no match for a little dog. In the third season premiere of Cesar 911, expert Cesar Milan helps Jerry Seinfeld and his wife Jessica with their difficult dachshunds. And we're joined now by Cesar and his son Andre Milan, who will be a field reporter for a new weekly primetime talk show devoted to pets. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
This is so exciting. Before we get to your show, Cesar, I gotta hear about Andre. This is a new primetime talk show about pets?
Yes, ma'am. So what we are the first primetime talk show about pets, and so people already talk about pets, and why not address that anyways, because it's a day-to-day thing that people, people treat animals as their own children. So since that already happens, we might as well address that, and it's better to address them and talk to them about it because it's more relatable, because of course, you're going to want to take care of your child. I would hope, right? But so what we do is we do a lot of awareness and prevention, and in the meantime, as well as have fun, search for different pet trends that are out there, like pet expos, finding new things about pet toys or pet foods, and then, there's pet meetups, for specific breeds, or there's all types of breeds, and there's also different situations where we address, because not everybody's the same, so we, try to address the different environments and the situations that everybody has.
Well, and I love the fact that there's all different kinds of animals on. There's a pig right there, and I feel like a lot of people now have pet pigs and things as well.
Yes. Yes, and that's very true. And what people don't know is that, pigs and dogs can relate perfectly well. So if, might as well address that and get them to integrate perfectly and harmonize as a unit. So that's what we're trying to,
educate
the world and,
Well,
aware.
I think it's so
Of course,
great.
entertainment is very important.
What do you guys feel is the importance of, clearly, like 62% of people have an animal in their home. Why do you think it's so important to educate people on how to interact? Why is that key, the piece that really makes this work?
Well, can I answer that?
Of course, go ahead.
Well, it's very simple. Not because you love a dog, the dog listens to you. Obviously, my show is about dog lovers who can't control their dogs. Right? So the love part is one thing, but how to create trust, how to create respect. Yes. It's two different activities that you have to practice. So a lot of times people, especially dog lovers, think that by buying toys, that by giving the dog a hug and kisses and feed him, overfeed him, that's going to be enough for a dog. So it's still the education missing. What makes a dog happy? What makes the dog respectful? What makes you trust a dog? What makes a dog be social in society? Right. So the educational part is still a missing link. And that's what I do. I train people and rehabilitate dogs.
Well, and a lot of people who watch you get some of those tips, and I know they try them at home or things like that. But what would you say are some of the tips and the keys that make a dog listen or trust or love you back in return?
Oh. It's so simple. It's actually a very simple concept, really. It begins with, how do you fulfill the body, right? How do you drain the energy of the body? That's what I always say, exercise. How do you make sure that the mind understands what's expected? Rules, boundaries, limitations. When do you reward the dog for doing something for you? Exercise, discipline, affection. So the thing is, most people do affection, affection, affection. And they only walk a dog once a week, or they walk a dog once a month. And when it comes to rules, each one in the family have their own agenda or their own way of dealing with the dog. So that makes a dog confused. So the dog doesn't become harmonious to the whole environment. So Andre growing up in my house, obviously me raising him, it was no touch, no talk, no eye contact, remember?
Correct.
No, nose, eyes, ears,
right.
Exercise, discipline, affection. You must honor rules, boundaries, limitations. So he learned a protocol. And so the whole family followed that same protocol. That's why I can have so many dogs in the house and nobody got hurt.
That's great. And one of your first episodes, you're working with Jerry Seinfeld in your show, Cesar. Talk a little bit about his two. He's got two dogs that are really kind of dachshunds, Jose and Foxy, who are misbehaving, right?
Yeah, so here's a perfect example, right? Somebody's so funny and hilarious, but he didn't know how to communicate to a dog. They get excited on the door and calm him down. And the female dog, was every time he walked through the door, she would run away from him. So one was about respect, and the other one was about gaining the trust. He didn't know how to do that. He believed that just because he was the owner, they should love him. Plus, he's Jerry Seinfeld. As he said in the commercial, loved by millions and disliked by one dog. So so I taught him how to communicate with a dog. Not only that, I just make sure that the whole family was in agreement, so they can be a follow-through, and then so they can commit to one thing only.
I think it's great. You're going to be in Milwaukee on February 26th. You should come to the Morning Blend, sit on our yellow couch, and chat with us.
Bring some dogs in it, so you can see more like the energy part. Absolutely.
We would love that. That would be great. We do a lot of pet segments with our local humane society, so that would be pretty cool if you did.
Oh, that's awesome.
That'd
That's
be
awesome.
nice,
I love, I love doing that.
Well, thank you. Congrats to you both on your new show and the new season of Cesar 911. Hopefully, we'll see you here on that Friday in February.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget Pet Talk.
You got it. And on Nat Geo, Wild premieres at Cesar 911 at 8 p.m. on Friday, February 19th. Pet Talk at 9 p.m. as well. Thanks so much, you guys.